Okay, super hot topic, IP rider change. So it's been about 10 days since the news, but it's still super confusing, right? Like what exactly is this big revolutionary IP rider change? Okay, so number one is the deductibles are no longer covered by the insurance companies. And then number two, there is now a 6K co-payment cap. So the co-payment cap has been increased to 6K. What does that mean? So let's say your A class or your private hospital ward, then you incur a bill of 100K. This is your 100K bill. So number one, you would pay a 3.5K first. And then after that, of this remaining bill, which is now 96.5K, you would pay another 5%. Okay, so the deductibles that they are talking about is this 3.5K over here. This is called the deductible. It's very much like your car insurance excess. It is the very first amount that you would pay in the event of a claim. Okay, then this 5% is what they call the co-payment. So this 5% is called co-payment. Okay, so before and after the change. Before the change, number one, this 3.5K deductible, potentially the insurance company can either give you a big discount or they can even cover this entire thing. Meaning 3.5K you don't have to pay at all. And then secondly, for the co-payment, this one, yes, you would still have to pay, but then they can cap it at $3,000. So effectively, if you see this 5% here of 96.5K is 4,825. But then, because they cap at 3K, instead of paying 4,825, you would only pay 3K instead. So under the old rider, effectively, how much do you pay? $3,000. This is under the old rider. Okay, then under the new rider, number one, this 3.5K deductible, government says cannot. This 3.5K die, you must pay. Insurance company can no longer cover it for you. So first thing you pay, 3.5K already. And then after that, this 5%, same thing you still have to pay, but now instead of this $3,000, the insurance company will only give you a much higher $6,000 cap. So the cap has been increased to 6K, which means in the case of this bill, whereby this 5% is 4,825, you would pay the entire 4,825 instead. Only if this 5% is maybe like 9K, 10K, then you only pay 6K. So effectively for this particular bill under the new rider, you would pay 3.5K plus 4,825. So 8,325. 8,325. So this 8,325 will be what you will pay under the new rider. So that's the difference, 3,000 versus 8,325. But then since you pay more, they will also of course lower the premiums. So the new rider premiums will be cheaper than the old rider. Okay, but then all of this is basically what we know currently. The new riders have not been launched yet. The insurance companies have not launched it yet. It's only next year in April 2026. Number one, if you are an existing policyholder, meaning you bought into your rider before 27 November 2025, it's not gonna affect you. If later down the road some changes are gonna affect you, they will inform you in advance. So right now, nothing to worry. Okay, then number two, if you are going to buy a rider before March 2026, before the end of March next year, so between 27 November 2025 to 31st of March 2026, then what happens is you will buy into the old rider because the new rider is not here yet. So you buy the old rider and then automatically by April 2028, you will be switched to the new rider. So no later than your next policy renewal after 1st April 2028. Okay, and then thirdly, next year in April 2026, the new riders will come in, right? So old riders no longer here anymore. Now it's only the new riders on the market. By then, you can either choose to buy the new rider or you can even switch to the new rider. Okay, then that's all for the change.